Hi, Emin, or Emin, and I'm sorry if I've got that pronunciation wrong, but I'm just going off of writing here. I have your watch that you got from your grandfather here, and I'm looking it over. It's exactly what I would expect to see from an original and restored watch. The movement's a little hazy, it's a little dirty. From having been in a wet environment, you can see that it's got some corrosion. This is the movement ring spring. You have this is the movement ring. Then the spring sits in here and that cushions against the case back to hold the movement firmly. And these always, whenever water gets in, it usually comes in through the crown or maybe through the buttons on a chronograph. The water will wick around, it'll get pulled around by surface tension, and it'll pull around and onto this spring, which is not rust proof and it rusts like crazy. Yours looks like it has surface rust. I'll have to see how bad it is. Overall, it's not bad. I mean, it is what it is. It's an unrestored original 6139. Let's talk about the numbers. Again, absolutely typical for a 6139 that has not been restored. It's got a ton of beat error, low amplitude, and it's gaining time. And you can see the numbers look kind of choppy and hazy. It's gonna, obviously, it needs a rebuild, but you knew that. So we're not seeing anything that's surprising. It's relatively even. I mean, we've got some chop, but believe me, I've seen far worse. I'm not sure what we're going to find when I get in there. A watch that's in this condition typically, well, I'll have to see. These 6000 series watches are prone to a few of the same things. Wear of the arbor ports, because the bottom one doesn't even have a bushing. And they tend to wear a lot. Let me see if I can actually see anything about that. Hang on. Yeah, we're getting a fair amount of movement there. See how that moves up and down when I push that? It really shouldn't do that. Usual thing. So we're going to have some repair to that that's going to have to happen, and obviously some parts replaced that you were not able to provide. I mean, your granddad had some great stuff. He had the seal and the crystals and the buttons, and that's all good stuff because you need it. But you don't have that other piece. Hang on one second. There are other things that we need to talk about. I mean, not really. I mean, you've got the original hands and the original dial, and they're generally quite good. I wouldn't personally touch them. If the only thing I might do is I might repair that missing paint right there. I wouldn't repaint the whole thing. I have this color matched more or less, where I can match it. I can try to repair that. You might see the repair depending on how close I can get that color match, but I'm hand matching colors to try to get this to match this faded Seiko orange that's here. Interestingly, by the way, believe it or not, this is and all the time I've been doing this is the only one of these original bracelets I have ever personally seen. I've never seen another one. I've owned a bunch of these. I have a fair amount of these watches. I've never seen one with this original bracelet. So that's pretty cool. I wouldn't do much of anything else to this watch. I mean, I'm a big believer in functional restoration over cosmetic. The only thing I ever do is just, I take care of little things like this. But you don't even have to do that. The rest of your watch is fine. I don't know, it's pretty cool. You tell me what you want to do. Seals you've provided, crystal you've provided. So there'd just be labor for the case rebuild, cleaning the entire case. All those parts have to be cleaned up nicely, and then the labor rebuild and the movement ring spring at a minimum, plus there's going to be some time for that arbor port repair that I'm sure I'm going to find under there, because it's just what they do, and we saw the mainspring barrel flopping around. So you tell me. Okay, thank you.